shores of Hawaii. You are so beautiful to me.
Surrounded by the ocean blue, deep as the feelings I have for you.
From this very moment in time, no more alone that mountain to climb. And now my life I do renew, my vow to you this day so true.
That I didn't get a chance to say earlier, but once again, Glady, happy birthday. We just love you so much, and it's, again, such an honor to be at your birthday party. We've all been looking forward to this, and what a great day this is. And one of the things that I appreciate so much about Gladys is her faithfulness to the Lord and to this church over the years. I think it was about 25 years ago that I first met Gladys, and that was around the time that she was coming into the office, and she was doing a lot of administrative, a lot of office work, helping out in the office, and she just had a great heart of a servant. Really, she wanted to contribute in any way that she possibly could. And so she started just volunteering in the office. And then every once in a while I'd hear about how she was driving people here and there, taking people to the hospital, taking people to the doctor. I was just talking to Larry Sheets, and he reminded me how Gladys was the one that actually took him when he had some facial surgery, actually took him to the doctor and brought him home. And as a matter of fact, he told a funny story how Glady used to drive some pretty nice wheels. And she was not known to have a very light foot. And so, here she is taking Larry home, flying down 280 at about 75 miles an hour, taking shortcuts through Hillsborough. And she loved to drive that car, and she loved to drive fast. Another thing I appreciate about Glady is her faithfulness in prayer. And I really believe that a big reason why God has blessed this church and blessed the leadership in this church over so many years is her prayers. And I know that my wife and I personally are just very grateful, Glady, for the investment that you've made in our lives in prayer. Thank you for that. One other thing I appreciate so much about her is Gladys loved R.C. Sproul. R.C. Sproul is a very fine teacher and scholar of the scriptures. And every year, R.C. would do a big conference. And he's based in Orlando, but he'd come out here and he'd do a conference. And every year, Dr. Sproul would be coming out. She would pull me aside and she'd say, I want you to go to Dr. Sproul's conference. And I'm going to pay for the whole thing. And she did. And so we got to go hear R.C. Sproul and all those great speakers, and it was all because Glady made it possible. And so Glady, thank you also for just letting Lynn and I be fed at times like that, and we're grateful for that as well. You know, I was thinking about, it's just such a rare thing, you know, to have someone that you know personally that lives to be 100 years old. And I was thinking a little bit, and I was actually doing a little internet work on, you know, Woodrow Wilson was the president when Gladys was born. Gladys was, when the Titanic sunk, Gladys was 1 year old. And the first few years of Gladys's childhood were the years of World War I. And so you just think about what Gladys has seen in her life and the kind of history that she's experienced in her life. And it's really an amazing thing. And I really believe that one of the great downfalls of our culture, and to some extent even the culture of many churches, is that we don't honor older people. And so this is it's a rare privilege for us to honor Gladys for her faithfulness to the Lord. We wouldn't be the same without you, Gladys. And we're just grateful for your ministry in our lives and for the person that you are and for your faithfulness over the years. You know, I think we're gonna sing Happy Birthday.
She says she loves all of you.
We love you too.
One of the greatest persons in my life to walk into CPC and see what was available and to hear the words. And I remember that Dr. Murray came over and he had a son, and he's okay, but I knew Mark, and I said, Mark, please come to CPC, we need you. You're the kind of man that would build a real church, and that he has, and I'm very proud of him and all he's done. And thank you for everybody that has attended and comes to church regularly. I don't get there as often as I like now, but I'm there in spirit with you. And we do. Mark deserves all the attention that he gets. He has a daughter, his wife, and his daughter's married well. And I'm just so happy that I had a part of his life. And I ask the Lord to bless him, to continue blessing him and keeping him strong. That's all I can say. He's very
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glady. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Oh my goodness, Glady.
Look at that.
Glady, look.
It's an amazing cake. Oh, my foot.
I'll help blow. You gonna blow the candles, Glady? You wanna blow the candles? 1, 2, 3.